So Iowa's governor just legalized the sale of raw milk, and so I was looking up when we started pasteurizing milk and stuff, and then we went to homogenization in the 70s, and homogenization destroyed the flavor of milk. I mean, I remember drinking pasteurized milk back in the 60s. It was like, ew, it was delicious, but then they started homogenizing it, and I was like drinking more of it because it was like, wow, where's the flavor at? I remember having more flavor. I didn't know the pasteurization, homogenization created different flavors. And I was like, wow, did I grow out of, because I used to drink a lot of milk. And, uh, and I think it was because the flavor was gone. I think the same thing about sugar. People think, oh, they put a lot of sugar in food now, and sweets have a lot of sugar. But if you think about it, you eat more. I mean, it's not that much sugar. If you put too much sugar in something, if it's like too sweet for you, you ever eaten something that's like, wow, I cannot eat a whole lot of this. It's too sweet. You put it down, you don't finish it. That's how they should make dessert. Too sweet. So you don't sit there and gouge on it. If it was too sweet, you'd be like, wow, that is just, I can't eat that. And you'd eat a couple bites. And that's the reason dessert nowadays in a fancy restaurant is you might be a spoonful for like, $20, and it sits in the middle of the plate, and then they drizzle stuff all around it. And you're like, wow, that's not very much dessert. I'm used to a big giant piece of cake or whatever. But if they made it too sweet, you wouldn't eat a whole lot of it. Now I'm thinking maybe milk's the same way. They're trying to they try pasteurization, homogenization. Maybe you drank more milk homogenized than you did pasteurized, because you could taste it pasteurized, and it's that aftertaste. You're like, wow, that's delicious. Anyway, so I looked up pasteurization. It was like in 1800s. Of course, Louis Pasteur, but there's some other lady that started the reason for it, because it was I don't know. I can't remember what I was just reading it, and then one of those science things, and then you had to sign up for it to finish the article, so I just clicked off. Anyway, but I was also reading that Europe doesn't refrigerate their milk. They have a different sort of we homogenize here. I don't know if we went back to pasture. I haven't drank milk for probably, anyway, a long time, couple decades. And because I used to love it, but uh, they said that Europe doesn't pasteurize milk, and I'm like, what? And that our milk pasteurized. It's called it's high temperature short time, or something like that, is how we pasteurize our milk, which causes it to expire in 7 to 10 days or something like that. You have to drink milk within 7 to 10 days. In Europe, they say you can leave it out on the freaking counter for like 6 months. It's called ultra high temperature. How they pasteurize. I don't know if it's pasteurization, but they call it ultra high temperature, where it's real high temperature for a couple seconds. But they say it destroys the sugar, and the milk over there tastes different. I was in Germany for like 6, 7 years. Almost 7 years. And I don't know if I ever drank any of their milk over there. Anyway, but I was like, so they forced us into homogenization to make us drink more to get the taste of pasteurization, and which also pasteurization apparently made us refrigerate our milk, which makes it only last 10 days, unlike Europeans last 6 months. You tell me, and put that in, and they're saying we put too much sugar and stuff, where we actually probably don't put enough to keep you from eating it. It's too much. If it was too sweet, you'd eat less. That's what I'm thinking. So whoever's doing our food stuff, it must be the food and drug is the one saying, well, and then there's somebody in the background saying, oh, by the way, food and drug, we want to sell more, but or maybe they don't even tell food and drug they have to sell more, sell more to get the taste or whatever, or they'll sell more because you have to drink it faster and anyway, and you'll eat more with less sugar, which crazy. It's criminal. This is anyway.